Today, I'm doing my very first carnivore recipe review video. We've been doing the Lion Diet and BBBE for so long, I have really been in the mood for some pizza. Yes. So Chris Cooking Nashville, this is your recipe. It went viral. Now this Sicilian's gonna try it out. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Cassie. For those of you not familiar with our channel, I am 50% of Carnivore Quest. My husband Larry and I are on a journey to lose over 250 pounds. We've lost over 180 pounds. Our health is continually improving each and every single day. We eat mostly meat, but I'll tell you what, we did Lion Diet in June, BBBE in July. I've been having a hankering for some pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah, most of our cooking is very simple. It's salt, steak, salt, ground beef, salt, chicken. You see where I'm going here. For about the last month or so, I have been craving this pizza because I saw this viral video from you, Mr. Chris Cooking Nashville, and it's had my mouth watering ever since. I said, as soon as we're done with BBBE, I'm gonna make this.
That sounds good. Real good.
There aren't too many recipes that I'm gonna go out and buy a ton of ingredients, spend a ton of cash on, and put a ton of time into it. But this pizza looks really, really good.
The best.
And the title says, this is the crust you've been looking for? Hot dog, that's right. Let's get into it because this Sicilian girl is ready for some pizza pie.
Pizza.
And Chris, I'm gonna give you an honest review. Okay, we have some separated eggs. I've got the whites here, yolks over here. This is a mixture of freshly shredded mozzarella and cheddar cheese. That'll be going in the crust. I have some freshly shredded Parmesan cheese. This is gonna be for the topping. I have absolute fresh whole milk mozzarella, and then I have mozz and cheddar here. We've got cream cheese.
That's a lot of cheese.
We're gonna use some Italian seasoning, and of course we have egg white powder. I actually looked at a few brands, and this is just egg white powder. I could only find it in Amazon. I did hit up a few grocery stores locally. You can't find this stuff anywhere. So Amazon it is, and the link will be in the description. All right, so I've got some of the gelatin in here. This is our egg white powder. And then of course I have some lovely freshly cooked up sausage, and this is sliced fresh pepperoni, and that is sliced up, ready to go. Heavy cream and the egg, and that is going to be our pizza sauce. We will be making our pizza in the trusty old cast iron pan. As you can see, I'm separating the egg yolks from the egg whites. These are farm fresh eggs. I had nothing but a hard time with these eggs. They would not form stiff peaks. I had beat these eggs for about 5 to 7 minutes and they were nothing but liquid. So we had to go to the store, buy some store-bought eggs. Hopefully tomorrow I can get some stiff peaks. Okay, well, since we have to wait until tomorrow to pick up some eggs from the store, now's a perfect opportunity to thank the sponsor of this video, Element. Element's a delicious electrolyte drink mix that has everything you need and nothing you don't. And they did the science for us. Each packet contains 1,000 milligrams sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Unlike other electrolytes on the market, Element has no sugar, no coloring, no fillers, no gluten, basically no BS. When Larry and I first started the carnivore diet, we always forgot to take our electrolytes, and we suffered from leg cramps and headaches, but not with Element. Because they taste so good, we just don't forget to take them. Now y'all know my favorites, lemon habanero, mango chili, and the grapefruit salt. But when I'm working out, I really prefer just the raw, unflavored. I'm always sweaty, and the last thing I want is something sweet. After a good hard workout, the raw is my go-to. As always, Element is offering our viewers a free sample pack with any Element order. That's 8 free single serving packets with any Element order. And this is the perfect way to try all 8 flavors to see what you like for your next order. You can get yours today by using our link below at drinkelement.com/carnivore quest. It's a perfect opportunity to get the quality electrolytes you need and support our channel at the same time. So head on down to drinklmnt.com/carnivore quest to get yours today. And Element has the best customer service around. If for some reason you're not completely satisfied, you can keep the product and receive a full refund. Thanks again, Element, for sponsoring today's video. Day 2, take 2. So it was an absolute disaster trying to get farm fresh eggs to Stiff Peaks. I added everything, I did it all right. I even added some cream of tartar. Now for the last 6 months, that's all we've been using, farm fresh eggs. I've not made anything that needed Stiff Peaks. So I ran to the store and I got some regular old store-bought, multi-conventional eggs. I don't know. So I'm gonna separate these and we're gonna get these whipped up into Stiff Peaks. I think this is the easiest way to separate your eggs. Your hands will be a little blah, but that's okay. All right, let's give this another try. I'm gonna do it per Chris's instructions, low speed. We add these guys and then we kick it up to high. Look at this, 60 seconds is all I've been doing this. What a difference. I mean, they're pretty much at Stiff Peaks. Got about another 30 seconds to get it to the consistency that Chris recommends, so turn it back on. Okay, I whipped my whites first. I am going to blend my yolks, cream cheese, gelatin, egg white powder, melted butter, Parmesan cheese, mozzarella. So let's do it.
That's a lot of cheese.
Now we have everything blended together. We're going to fold in our egg whites, our marshmallowy egg whites. About a third at a time. We're just folding. And this will take a little bit of time to make sure everything is incorporated and it all comes together and they make friends. My mouth is watering. I cannot wait. I know I am just one step closer to having some pizza pie in my mouth.
Pizza, pizza.
The reason for folding and not mixing is because you want your egg whites to hold the air. You want this to be nice and fluffy. You want to make sure there are no more lumps. As you can see, there's still lumps from the egg white. Just fold and turn. Fold and turn. All right, next step before we pop this crust into the oven, I am going to grease this parchment paper, which is sitting on cast iron. Okay, now for the final step, just going to put this in here like so. And I'm going to fill up enough to fill up the whole pan, and then there's gonna be some left over. Look at Chris's video and he shows you how to store extra pizza crust, bake it, and then just cover it up really well. He also said to make sure this is good and even. There are no holes like that. You don't want that in there. All right, it's going in the oven. 350 degrees for about 15 minutes. All right, this timer is about to go off. 15 minutes is up. Let's pull it out. Okay, it's got that little bit of spring. All right, I'm gonna pull this out of the cast iron right now, and we're going to let it cool. It is par baked, and once it cools, we'll peel it off, get some sauce going, and pop it back in the oven. Okay, so as you can see in the light, as Chris pointed out, it's gonna be shiny. So we've got that going on. It cooked up really nicely. Now we just have to make our pizza sauce. It's an Alfredo sauce. Now Chris uses a double boiler. I'm not going to use that. I have my cast iron. It will be cooked on low. And also he uses Italian seasonings. I like this from McCormick. It is literally just 5 ingredients. And there are your ingredients right there. So I love using this. It's so easy. So we're going to add our heavy cream, which is a 1/4 cup, and an egg. Get that in there right now. And he just works it. So that's what we're gonna do here. We're just gonna work the egg and work the heavy cream together while it heats up on low. I'll add my seasonings, and I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese to it as well, because I like it. A little bit of black pepper. Add some of these seasonings. It's all preference here, folks. I'm gonna do this for a little while until it gets nice and thick. And then I'll add some cheese to it. I had to add a little bit of water to it, as Chris suggested. I put about a tablespoon in here, just so it didn't thicken up too much. But right now, this is just made because, well, you can't have too much cheese when your whole recipe is cheese. So let's add a little bit of Parmesan cheese just to give it a pump of flavor. Next, we're gonna put a bunch of butter down at the bottom. Usually when you make a pizza, they put some olive oil down at the bottom. So this extra butter is gonna give it a little more salt, infuse some flavor, and this will keep it from sticking. Look at that, came off really nicely. That looks good. Boom. Okay, let's add our sauce, a little bit of Alfredo. Oh my, it smells so good. My mouth is literally watering. I'm surprised I'm not spitting on everything. I set the temp to the oven at 500 degrees, again, per Chris's instructions. What I'm going to do is make sure that I get every last edge covered with either cheese or the sauce, because I don't want the outside to brown too much. Now for the fun stuff. Jeez. So we've got our fresh sliced mozzarella, and then this is a combo of freshly shredded mozzarella and a little bit of cheddar cheese. This cheese melts up so nicely. You won't see anything coming out of a bag from this girl. None of that pre-shredded garbage stuff. Doesn't need to be on every last bit of the surface, because we will now be adding this. Boom. Boom, look at that. Oh my goodness. Might be a bit much, but it ain't easy being cheesy.
I've basically been in a stall for the last year. I'm breaking it now, finally. But, you know, cheese has something to do with that.
And how about one more tiny little piece right here. Now, for the toppings, we got us some butcher shop made Italian sausage. I am generously going to put that on. And then we have the pepperoni, freshly sliced. Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. So we're gonna put this in a 500 degree oven for, I don't know, about another 7 to 10 minutes or so, until really all we want is for the cheese to melt, because everything else has been cooked. Oh my gosh, we're so close. We're so close to pizza, I can't wait.
Yes!
I am so ready. It smells so good, and it is ready to come out of the oven. Are you kidding me?
That's a lot of cheese.
One thing I did not think of was getting it out of the cast iron pan while it is still intact. So I can't pull the full pizza out. I'll have to cut it in the pan, which I normally don't like to do, but I don't want this to fall apart either. Okay, the apron is off. I'm ready to try this pizza. Now, because I didn't cook it on a pizza stone like Chris did, I wasn't even going to attempt to take it out of the cast iron. So I'm gonna cut it right out of the pan, just like they do in Chicago. But before we do, pizza wouldn't be complete without some fresh Parmesan on top. Yes, yes, yes. So good. All right, baby, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. And Chris, I told you I was going to give you an honest review, and I'm going to tell you, visually, right now, I'm giving this bad boy a 10 out of 10. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Now it's time to cut this bad boy and put a slice on the plate.
That's a lot of cheese.
Just take a look at that color. Now it is a little bit different from Chris's. He did use the stone where I used butter and I put it on the bottom, so it's not going to be as like crunchy, but the color's phenomenal. All right. Now it's a little loose. Again, it was my cooking method, but I can still pick it up and eat it. Here we go.
Look at the cheese dripping down, Mamo.
Oh my. That is absolutely delightful. I feel the inflammation already.
All right, my turn. All right, Chris, here we go. You know, cheese affects me, gang, so I'm gonna enjoy one piece of this and leave the rest to Cassie and little Larry. Look at that. I like it. Pick it up. It smells phenomenal. Flavors are amazing. I give it a 10 out of 10, Chris. It's absolutely phenomenal. I'm gonna link Chris's original recipe video in the description. Much more detail on how to make it. You guys go check that out. And Cassie definitely piled on the cheese. I'm a Mo.
I thoroughly enjoyed this. It was delicious. I know my errors, but I'll tell you what, I will definitely get myself a pizza stone and try it that way too. The crust, there was no overwhelming egg flavor. It was just really good. It's cheesy. I did a rough carb count for the whole recipe, which would be 2 pizzas. We're looking at about a total carb count of about 60. So about 30 carbs per pizza. It is not bad, but for somebody who's trying to go 0 carb, it's a lot of carbs. I don't recommend this on a daily basis. I don't recommend this on a weekly basis or a monthly basis. This is definitely something that is a nice little treat when you're hankering for something that's a little different from ground beef or ribeye or pork steak. This is where it's at. This is a very good recipe. It'll keep you on track. It's a little bit of a labor of love, but I think it's worth every last bite. And do it the way Chris does it. Get the stone. Absolutely delicious. I loved it. I give it a 10 out of 10, and my scale will give me an extra 3 to 4 pounds. As Larry said, the link to Chris's video is down in the description. So y'all check it out. If you're looking for a carnivore pizza, I highly recommend it. Definitely try it. Go out and get the ingredients, make a mess, and enjoy. Until the next time, no sugar, no carbs, no cheating.
Still here? Well, check out this next video where Cassie shows you how to make her world famous carnivore chicken soup.